Hello everyone and welcome to the weekly podcast. My name's Dara. Let me introduce you to the co-hosts, and this week they are going to announce themselves in a presidential way. So let's go.
Hello, my name is Alex and I'll be running for president.
Hello, my name is Cheeps and I'll be running for president.
Oh, you suck.
Hello, I'm Portain and I won't be running for president.
You should vote for me. My name's Venom. I live in the White House.
Oh my god, that was terrible.
No, very terrible.
My
Was that the only one with an accent? Come on.
And I'm running for president. Is that all you were saying? Oh, I was expecting more.
I changed
Disappointed.
mine. I mixed mine up.
And
What else can I say?
disappointed.
Nuke everything!
Oh, you can say you got money
Yeah.
backs.
Right, so let's talk about what's in the news this week. League of Legends finals was last weekend. Don't know if anyone saw it. It was pretty epic. Who watched it?
Nope.
I watched it a little bit.
Cheeps, how did it go?
Good.
Like I said, I didn't watch it, but I just, I just found out. I just found out who won, and
You just found out who won.
EPA was able to beat Azubu, which sort of blew my expectations. I was sort of expecting for Azubu to win that,
So was I.
watching their previous games and how
I think
Confident
everyone expected Azubi Frost to win that, but with the whole cheating scandal they had to go through before that, everyone wanted the Assassins to win, and they did, which made it an epic finale.
yeah.
I didn't even watch the games. I watched most of the games, but not even the final. I don't know why.
I just
No.
heard about the endings. That's all I care about.
I just haven't watched it at all.
Record crowd turned out for the finals. I mean, they packed a stadium full of people watching this final, and they had a couple of million people watching on live streams, which broke pretty much nearly every single esport streaming record which was previously held by StarCraft.
Yeah, I think my record of 4 people is pretty up there.
It was close, Venom. It was close. It was between you, League, and StarCraft, but unfortunately League won, with StarCraft second, and every other game third.
Damn.
But didn't Venom come first, above first?
Yeah.
Almost. Next year.
Hashtag Venom was trending.
Next year.
Yeah, Venom, you got some news about League announcing stuff this week as well?
Ooh. League of Legends have recently announced their Shadow Isles. Have no idea what it is. There'll be a link in the description below to the Shadow Isles page, but they've been really, really discreet and haven't said anything about it. It's just lore on the page. They do announce Elise, or I don't know how to say her name, the Spider Queen. They decided to remake her because she was originally planned to be in the game under the name of Priscilla or something. I can't remember, but she got scrapped. Don't know why. They pretty much made her and then went, nah, can't be asked. But she's she's coming back.
Looks like they're gonna a whole ton of new skins for people like Twisted Fate, a new character,
The Spider Queen.
Elisa, the Spider Queen, and there might be other stuff as well included in that, but they've not given much information about that.
The Shadow Isle, it might be a new map, or it might just be a Halloween overlay, the Christmas overlay with a snowy one for Summoner's Rift. It might just be a new harrowing map, which is basically just a new overlay texture, or it could be a new map entirely. Hopefully it's a new map entirely, but I doubt it.
I reckon
You
it
never
will
know.
be. Because the tree guy, I'm not very good with League. I'm not gonna lie.
Malachi?
Yeah, that guy. When they released a new map, they did him, and they had lore behind the map. It sounds like they've got lore behind the map from what I've looked at the website. You don't do lore for a reskin, really, do you? I've never seen them do a lore for a reskin.
He's got a plan there.
So why would they go through all the effort of thinking of lore, thinking of understanding behind the character, and then going, actually, she just came out like that you were already in the entire game. She was just hiding in the shadows. You weren't watching.
It could be. I mean, it could be since season 3 will be starting soon. It could be ooh, season 3 new map.
It does say it's shrouded in mist and it's a land promising death.
Yeah, I reckon it will be a new map, because it doesn't sound as though it's just a reskin.
If it
No,
isn't-
to me it sounds like a reskin for the Summoner's Rift map for Halloween coming up, because it all looks like it's a Halloween-based thing.
I hope not. I'm just saying, because I really hope it isn't, because it'd be really fun.
Who
for a new
knows?
map.
If it is a new map, I'm not saying it is, but if it is, what do you think the player size will be? I mean, they have a 5v5 and a 3v3. Do you reckon it'll be another 5v5? Or do you reckon they like, mix it up and get like 4v4s in there?
Or 10v10.
If it was a 4v4, it'd be quite interesting. I doubt it. If they
I
were going
doubt
to make
it.
a new map, it'd be a 5v5. But I reckon a 4v4 would be quite cool.
There's a
I
lot of...
have a question about that. Do you think the league could possibly like go off and make a new map that isn't Summoner's Rift? Like, do you think that we're ever going to be able to see championship or tournaments that don't use the Summoner's Rift map?
Well, there are 3v3 tournaments and championships.
I know about
No.
like serious tournaments.
No,
Ooh.
not until they release League of Legends 2 will the map change. There's no way they will change the map.
I don't know. If it depends. If this is a new map and there's a lot of like really good thoughts about it, and there's like really cool ways of playing it that's just completely different from Summoner's Rift, it may actually be a new reason for people to play it. Because 3v3s don't seem to be as interesting, don't seem to last as long, which is why they're not really used in tournaments. Maybe if the new map's a little more interesting, has better ways to play, generally all round got a well reception, maybe it may well be used more.
So, in other news, the Riders of Rohan expansion for the Lord of the Rings Online has been released. Now introduces...
Sorry.
Yeah, that's cool. I was just pausing to let everyone hear your epic singing in Venom.
Yeah.
But now introduces mounted combat into the game. What are your guys' thoughts on this?
I haven't played the game.
You've never played Lord of the Rings Online, ever?
No.
I didn't
No.
like it that much. Lord of the Rings Online.
You're gay.
Same.
I got to Rivendell and was like, eh.
I think I've already discussed it with you, Dara. It's crap. Well, not necessarily crap, but like you know what I mean.
His opinion.
It's boring, like early game, but once you get to late game, it kicks off. I think that's what you said to me one time.
Yes. For me, Lord of the Rings Online is one of the best MMOs out there, but it is very boring to begin with. But it gets better as you go on. But with the new expansion just come out, 5 years after the game's release, it's still going strong. So
It's quite interesting as now. They said it's free to play, but they've released the buy expansion.
Good
By the looks
God.
of things.
It's like $40 for the basic one. What do you get?
Is there already mounts in it, or is it they
There
buy
is
mounts and combat?
mounts, but you can't like fight with them. I think that's the first.
you can fight with them. That's the thing. That's what they've just introduced. Mounted combat.
No, I was asking
At the
before
moment.
that.
No, you couldn't.
You couldn't before, no. They were just used as riding around, ways to get round. Quick travel, basically, is what they were used for before.
Yeah,
This
well,
is
we've seen in
basically
War of the
every
Roses. We've seen in War of the Roses what the advantages and disadvantages are with mounted combat. Whether it's the same or not, I'm not sure, but I can see why it'd be appealing. However, it does take a lot of practice to get used to using melee and ranged whilst on a mount. So,
Yeah.
But it's
It'd be
not as
interesting.
skill based as War of the Roses.
I don't think it will be. Portain, it won't be.
I know.
All I'm saying is, on this picture, there was someone riding a horse and someone riding a warg. I can't remember what it's called, a warg, but the dog things in Lord of the Rings. And
Yeah, it works.
if you can ride a warg, it has my vote.
Just see Jeff
Yeah.
riding around and going,
All we need now is to get piggyback rides off of Gandalf, and the game will be the best game ever.
Brilliant.
Problem is,
push!
he'd slam his staff on the floor and you go flying off the back of him.
That's how you stop.
You shall not pass!
That's how you stop.
One
Emergency
shot.
brake on Gandalf.
Brilliant
Yeah.
way to launch into battle, just turn around and shout, you shall not pass, and get launched mine.
Yeah. Oh dear. But I'm thinking about reinstalling the game and checking it out, seeing what it's like. It does look good. does make a lot of changes to the combat mechanics because of it, so it could be interesting. It's good to see an MMO other than Warcraft being out for 5 years, still surviving quite strong, that they can bring out an expansion.
Yeah.
Especially with today's competition with Guild Wars 2 being a huge, huge success.
I haven't played it in weeks and weeks, so...
To be honest, I haven't either.
Yeah.
I will again though, once like the initial kind of...
bits.
Yeah, and finally in the other news, Sony Online Entertainment finally announced that they're going to be giving the release date for PlanetSide 2 this week, for it to come out at the end of this year. They also announced a lot of changes they're going to be making before the release date, and I'm very excited. They're taking away some resources or Axiom and making everything cert bound, which will balance the maps a lot, as they have been extremely unbalanced, and they'll be releasing a third map before it goes live as well. So that'll all be happening in the next couple of months.
Any details on that map?
Is it free to play when it comes live? I remember
It
you
is
saying.
free to play, Venom, yes.
Why did I pay for it?
But yes, there any
Yeah,
details?
the advantage you will have getting the Alpha Squad package, Alex, is you'll have
The
Sony
camouflage.
cash and be able to unlock like the missiles and everything straight away, while Venom will have to spend many hours unlocking them.
In your face, Venom.
Who spent 20 quid? Not me.
Hey, worth every penny, Venom, worth every penny.
All these pre-orders have probably helped it to release quicker, get out there, to get new maps, keep running as well.
No, it was always going to be coming out before Christmas. They said that it was going to be before the 31st of December, but now this week at some point they're going to announce it officially, the release date, and I'm looking forward to it because I'm sick fed up of unlocking lots of things and then having my character wiped for balancing issues.
Well, my character's been wiped?
Yep.
Oh.
Dara, have they released any information about the new map?
They haven't released any information whatsoever.
It's secretive.
Shaky.
But they have said that it's probably going to be one faction per map, and you'll be vying to try and take control of the other factions' maps, which is quite interesting.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see.
I love the game. You know I'm biased towards the game, and I think it's the best shooter out in years, so I look forward to anything they do to PlanetSide 2. Now, next week sees the release of a couple of huge titles. We have Medal of Honor Warfighter coming out. Any thoughts, anyone?
Never heard of it.
It was
You
that
haven't
Euro
heard of
game,
Medal of
though.
Honor? What?
We saw it.
I didn't. When did I see it?
Oh god.
I just can't believe you, even if you've never heard of it, it's Medal of Honor.
It's the next
Don't like
major
them.
game for
You
Medal
know
of
when
Honor.
you know when we played Need for Speed? Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah, it was behind us then.
I don't like Medal of Honor, not gonna lie.
Well, the last Medal of Honor, which came out 2 years ago, was rubbish. The Tier 1 edition thing that I got, I maybe clocked about 2 hours into it, and it was terrible.
That was cool.
However, this one has been made by DICE, and it's using the Frostbite engine. And
Frostbite
it's-
2.
Yeah, and it's been coined as the most realistic modern-day combat shooter ever made.
It did look pretty good.
Isn't it
Well, that's the Frostbite engine talking there, Venom.
Wasn't it rated one of the best multiplayer shooters by someone?
By me.
I see.
Yes.
Oh, John, this is
I
a good
can't
thing.
remember which
That hobo knows exactly what
brand
he's on
was.
about.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, hobos and everything.
They do.
I don't know. I always found that the running mechanic it felt really sloppy. It felt like it was trying to be too realistic and just didn't feel comfortable to run.
You need to exercise more then.
Yeah, you fat bastard.
Medal of Honor was always like the leading thing. I know Call of Duty beat it, but I grew up playing Medal of Honor.
I
Medal
could
of
play
Honor
Call
was
of-
amazing.
Well, you remember the people that made Medal of Honor the original Medal of Honor went on to form Infinity Ward and made Call of Duty. So the original Medal of Honors are amazing, but the last Medal of Honor that came out was absolutely terrible. This one actually shows promise, but it's not got hope in hell of beating Call of Duty or even games like Dishonored or Assassin's Creed this year. It just hasn't.
No. Because even like, was it last year, Call of Duty had tanks going around London giving people lifts to their work, which I just found hilarious to read about in the news.
Yep.
Old news.
Yeah. The other game coming out next week is going to be Forza Horizon. This is Forza's attempt at becoming Need for Speed, I feel. Has anyone seen the trailers for it?
Did we play it?
No. I don't think we did.
No, because we played Need for Speed, and then we went and played another racing game.
It was there. It was next to the PSP stuff.
I'm pretty sure we played it.
We didn't play it. I watched a little bit.
What was the other thing we played?
Wasn't it Gran Turismo 5?
I don't know. Whatever it was, I crashed a lot.
Yeah, that was Gran Turismo. There was a little like small little pods with
oh yeah.
that game in.
Alright, yeah.
And it was I know, it did feel like we were just watching Need for Speed, because there was Need for Speed there, and that's what we played at first. It just felt like I was watching the same thing.
Well, what I think's happened is Forza's the best driving game out there, by far, hands down, on a console. Forza's the #1 game, runs circles around Gran Turismo. However, Need for Speed's the most popular driving game out there, so I'm sure the heads, I think it's Lionhead make Forza, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure they all sat down and went, we need to make more money than Need for Speed, let's make Forza Need for Speed, but we won't call it that, we'll call it Horizon instead.
Who knows?
The problem is that I can see why they do it. However, if they do that, they just become Need for Speed. And you can't drag players from Need for Speed into Forza, because Forza's more for like the adults, or the more experienced driver, because it's really realistic compared to Need for Speed, where you can literally be completely vertical to the road and yet still be moving right.
Because it's awesome.
Because it's unrealistic.
It's incredible. It's all about trying to get as much heat as possible.
Yeah. You're talking about putting a racing simulator up against an arcade racing game, and they're two different games, really.
Exactly, that's the problem. So they've said, as you've said, they must have gone into the boardroom and said, we need to get people from Need for Speed over to Forza. And the problem is that once they've made that game, maybe the second one, they might have a few players from Need for Speed buying it because they played Horizon. However, it will get bad reviews because of it, because they'll be like, this is nothing like Horizon. Horizon was my favourite game, and now they've turned into some terrible driving simulator. And that's what it is.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree completely, and I don't think I'll be playing it because of that reason.
I don't really enjoy racing games anymore, they just feel the same.
Same.
Yes, yeah. So what we've been playing this week, guys? Venom, what you been playing this week?
Dishonored! It was awesome. It was, I mean, as Jordan stated like last week, he didn't like Dishonored because he felt the user interface was clustered. It is not clustered, I don't know where you got that from, it's beautiful. The game is physically, like, visually beautiful, and it's just incredible to play. Like, it's so smooth. I don't know how to say that.
I had everything unlocked when I was at Eurogamer.
It flows so well. It's so... I mean, there's nothing... This may sound a bit harsh, but there's nothing more satisfying than sneaking up behind someone and just completely raping them. It is so beautiful.
Metaphorically, of course.
Yeah, metaphorically, mate. Physically stabbing them, right? Anyone sounds psychopathic.
Alex, what was your thoughts on the game?
Me and Venom played the game completely differently. He was more sneaky and got the ability to see through walls and teleport from one area to the other. I got the ability to stop time, and that was brilliant. I just leveled that up like a boss. I just stopped time, ran through and shanked everyone.
When I try to sneak through the room, you go guns blazing.
I didn't need to go guns blazing. No one could see what I was doing because I killed everyone by the time I got to the other end. I just love the fact that the game had so many different options to get around an area. It let you know that a little bit too often, to be honest. The tutorial was a bit... Throughout most of the game, the tutorial was on. A bit depressing when after the third place you've gone to it says, there's 3 ways to get around this. You're like, I know that. The entire game's like that. But I thought it was really clever, like possessing rats to go through small areas, dozen guards to go through, like, areas that only guards can go through. Don't want to give away too much about the game. But,
Didn't you say you tried to behead someone after you killed them?
yeah, I was a bit disappointed. A lot of games, like Skyrim.
Cut up the corpse.
Yeah, I tried to cut up the corpse.
Well,
I
you
tried to get them drawn and quartered.
See, you try to cut up the corpse. I knock them unconscious and feed the unconscious person to the rats. It's
Who's a psychopath now?
So, would you recommend the game then?
Yes,
definitely.
definitely. No matter your play style, you'll enjoy it. Whether you go guns blazing or stealth, you'll enjoy it.
Where you go? Guns blazing, stealth, or psychopath.
Yeah.
You have been playing another game as well, haven't you?
We have.
Shh, can't talk about it.
We've been playing a bit of War Z, but due to NDAs, we can't discuss it in detail. But
It's
we can
fun.
give vague
And
opinions,
enjoying it.
and we'll say it's fun and it's good, and we recommend it. But we can't say any
Kind
more
of.
than that.
And
Otherwise,
in fact,
they'll
actually,
get annoyed
I
with
take
us.
mine back. Don't get it yet. Don't pay for it yet until we get to the beta phase, because a lot of the mechanics are turned off at the moment. You can. It's not. It's a John. Sure.
Yeah, I understand NDA, you've got to watch what you're saying,
Yeah.
but is it good? That's all I want to know.
Yes.
Daisy.
It is. I mean, I didn't play DayZ like you guys did, so you guys might think it might be a bit repetitive or similar, but
I don't at all.
something for me which is unique. I think it's incredible.
It's currently Daisy, so wait. Is all I'm gonna
It,
say.
it's better than DC
Yep.
in my
Cool.
opinion.
Portain, what you've been playing?
Good old League of Legends.
Boring.
Just to be
Cheeks,
used.
what you've been playing?
I've also been playing League of Legends.
Boring.
Dara,
Let's
what
move
you been
on.
playing?
I've been playing League of Legends. No, I'm only joking. I've actually been playing a little EVE Online
Boring.
recently. It is very, because I'm a miner and all I do is stand at a rock and make millions. That's it. That's my entire EVE experience. Stand at a rock and mine it until it's gone and make millions from it at the moment. But I just joined a new corporation who do a lot of PvP operations, and we're getting a station set up and things like that. So I might actually have to do stuff soon.
Dara.
Dara.
And of course, as always, I've been playing PlanetSide 2 as well,
Nice.
which isn't boring, it's epic.
No, speak about Eve. I want to learn about Eve.
No.
Teach me.
PlanetSide 2 is a lot better because two of the developers had a grudge match on Friday night just past, which was recorded on the Friday Night Ops by Sony Online, and of course the Devil Dogs had to go along and make sure that the other factions were keeping the peace, and it was a lot of fun. There was a lot of killing. The match
Keeping the
itself was a bit of a
peace.
farce.
There's
But
a lot
yeah.
of keeping the peace and a lot of killing.
Peace in that game.
It was, you keep the peace by killing. It was fun. It was awesome.
Genocide. It's fine.
You guys all need to get on, especially those of you that forked out money that aren't playing it.
Me.
Need to get on and see the changes they've made, Alex. And it's been quite good.
No, you have money, Alex. You love your money.
Yeah, my money's.
Yeah. So, Venom, you've got something to talk about with League of Legends.
Yeah, League of Legends recently released some new stats, and we like stats. Previously, I don't know if we said it in these podcasts or a different podcast, but previously we spoke about League of Legends and World of Warcraft going head to head, and we was talking about which one's more popular. League of Legends released new stats that the peak subscribers in World of Warcraft was 12 million plus, whereas the monthly active players on League of Legends is 32 million.
Yeah, it must be nice to compare a game where someone has to pay $10 a month to play against a free-to-play game, you know, because that seems fair. It's like
Yeah, that's
our
fair.
free-to-play game gets more people than this pay-to-play game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have a million. I've seen these stats and I look at them, and some of the facts are interesting, but a lot of them I'm like, that's utter bollocks. Where's the facts for that? Where's the facts for that?
It's a facts for money, for profit in the end.
You know, Yeah, I guarantee you World of Warcraft make more money in a month than League of Legends make in 3 months.
Because the fact that it's not those who play the game, it's those who are paying for the game. They don't get money for people just playing their game. They get money for people who buy their skins and buy their characters.
Which, to be honest, is a lot of people.
Yeah, but
It is a lot.
How many?
Well, the numbers they've given are staggeringly scary for a game. It is amazing, and don't get me wrong. What League of Legends has done is brilliant and proved that free-to-play games are the future of PC gaming. Definitely.
It was proved before that.
But when it puts its player base up against games where you have to pay upwards of $80 for a copy of that game, this is a bit stupid. Do you know how many people would it have if they put a $50 price tag on the game?
Not as much, by far.
No, they wouldn't have they wouldn't even be a footnote on the stats page. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, but still, but going back to the stats, let's just read out some of these. I'll put these stats, the link in the description below if you want to look at them in detail. Let's just read out some of these stats. I mean, like 70 million plus summoner names registered. I mean, of course, that could be from like more than one per person.
28 of them are me and my Smurfs.
But 70 million, that's crazy.
Wait. World of Warcraft has 50, was it million? Previous subscribers and 12 million actives. You can have 50 characters. I don't want to do the maths. Do it for me, Dara.
It doesn't matter. You can't compare World of Warcraft to League of Legends. You can't compare a paid game to a free game.
Star Wars, just go.
Just look back to these stats. If we look at the hours played, it says since 2004 Halo had 2 billion plus hours played, and League of Legends has an average of 1 billion plus every month. Whereas Halo had it since it was released for 2 billion plus. It doesn't specify which Halo, so it could be very vague and be like, Halo 1 only.
Yeah.
But still though.
That's also down there.
Let's like to point out that Sai has 1.4 million likes on Facebook. League of Legends, 4.1 million.
I like how the Facebook thing, they put it up against a phenomenon that's like quite new, only a few months old, and that's already hit 1.4, but League has been out for years.
Yeah.
4.1.
Okay.
Yeah, so in other words, it's doing crap. That's what you just said there.
Well, the best thing about this is that, according to their stats, every second 75 Teemos die.
Like that, Timo.
Yeah,
Fuck you, Teemo.
Oh god.
Stats like that I find interesting. The in-game kill distribution. 85% of people get single kills, only 0.5% get pentakills. That means you'll witness a pentakill 1 in every 150 games, and you'll get one in every 1500 games. I find those stats interesting, but see when it puts itself against other games is what I think is bollocks.
I know this is going to be off topic, but Black Ops, the first Black Ops did the old stats thing. When you were waiting to join a game, it would say how many shots were fired, how many people died, how many shots missed, things like that. I thought that was really fun kind of thing to do. I think this game should do that more often. We have like little funny stats or quotes that go on in the loading page. Because it doesn't take long to load those stats. It takes barely any time. It gives someone something to do whilst they're waiting for it to load, especially on console games you can't tab out. I don't see why people don't do that more. Anyway, very off topic.
I also think their numbers are lacks in a couple of areas, and I'll give you an example, right? Total summoner names registered, 70 million, right? If that number's believable, the next bit says player base, 32 million monthly active players out of 70 million, right? That's just under half. You telling me that people, even in this channel alone, never mind the pros and all that, only have one Smurf account and they use that account and their main account? You know?
Don't even use a Smurf.
No.
All you need to do for them to count it is log in.
Still.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think the number's a bit skew with somewhere. And to compare it against something like World of Warcraft is just wrong. You know, they get 32 million monthly active players not having to pay a penny. A lot of them do, but they don't have to. And they put it up against, oh look, we're beating World of Warcraft 12 million, who all pay a monthly fee. You start putting in a monthly fee for League of Legends and we'll see where that 32 million goes.
Scroll to the very bottom and it says, it's the most played video game in the world.
Yeah, where's the Farmville numbers? That's what I want to know. I just got adding the Farmville numbers because I know for a fact the #1 played PC game in the world is Farmville. I can't remember the site I read that on, but it is a fact. The #1 played game is Farmville, not League of Legends.
He read it on Dara's blog.
#1 played game is Solitaire.
Yeah, although I did have a conversation with Cheaps about this, that League of Legends has overtaken StarCraft 2 in the esports world as the most popular esports game, rightly so. And so StarCraft are looking into a free-to-play model of StarCraft 2. And I was wondering if League of Legends influenced that in any way whatsoever.
I think everyone has.
How many people don't play StarCraft 2, which is probably the best esport game to watch? They don't play it because they can't fork out the ridiculous money that Blizzard charge for that game.
It is insanely overpriced.
It is.
It hasn't even gone down over the years. It's stayed like the best
It's the
price.
most overpriced PC game I've ever seen.
It's stupid.
Especially when the expansion come out in a couple of months, I think.
Yeah, I believe it might be out this year, might not.
I don't play or watch it because I find it quite dumb. The only thing I found fun is the arcade games.
But I mean, the stats are interesting, but a bit skewed, you know?
Yeah.
You know, it's like they compare peak concurrent players, 3 million League of Legends against 1.4 million Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 players on Xbox Live. To play that game on Xbox Live, you've got to buy the game and subscribe to Xbox Live.
Which again was a massive waste of money.
So, you know, for them only to have double a Call of Duty is a bit crap, actually.
And only just the Xbox Live, not the PS3 or PC versions.
Exactly.
So I think they're probably beating them in numbers for that. Especially PC, all we have to do is buy the game and you're sorted.
But fascinating nonetheless.
Yep.
Now, I got a game that I wish to talk about.
Oh god, Train Simulator.
Now, this is a game that's close to my heart because it's by the creator of Freelancer and Wing Commander. I don't know if any of you played Freelancer, but when Freelancer was first announced, graphically it was amazing. It's a space sim for the PC. Took 7 years to make, and when it finally came out, it was the best space game, and in my mind, still the best space sim ever made. And they've just announced they're going to make a new one if they get the right funding, called Star Citizen, which will have a single player campaign called Squadron 42. And this game is being made by a PC gamer for PC gamers, and if you don't have a high-end PC, you can kiss this game goodbye because the graphics for it are better than any game currently released. Has anyone had a look at this game yet?
I'm looking at it now.
I'm looking at it now and I'm seeing the donations, and you can donate $100,000. Let's go.
That's probably the amount I need.
I'm actually waiting until I get paid next week because I'm going to be getting one of the high-end donation things.
You're going for the $10 one, yeah?
No. I originally wanted to go with the Freelancer one, which is $125, until I noticed that if you go further up, you get models of the ships.
So you going for the Stars My Destination?
I'm going to go for the one called The Man, which is $500. And you get a spaceship-shaped USB stick of the game and all that. You get a model of your in-game ship. You get ship blueprints. Of course, you get into Alpha. You get a Citizens card. I can't wait. This is going to be the best game ever, I'm telling you. If you've ever played Freelancer, if it's even half the game Freelancer is, which it sounds like it's going to be way more,
What kind of game is it? Can you tell us?
It's a space sim.
No. What kind of game is it?
A space sim.
What do you do?
Yeah,
Fly a
exactly.
spaceship.
Is that it?
In the
Just wanna know.
single-player game, you're a member of the military, a part of Squadron 42, and you go fly about and fight bad guys. In the multiplayer game, you do whatever you want.
I'm just looking
Flying
at
to the moon.
Just like to say, I'm looking at the Commander thing, which is the most expensive donation thing. If you donate for the Commander, you get access to the 1 Million Mile High Club, and that's intriguing me right now. Because I'm aware of what the Mile High Club is. So I want to know what the Million Mile High Club is at.
That's beside the point. That's beside the point, okay? The point is that in the multiplayer version, you can do literally anything you want. You want to start
kill
your
you.
own military
I kill you.
team, you do so. You want to become a pirate, you do so.
And I kill you.
You want to kill me, you can. But what you can also do first is
Kill
board my ship, kill me, steal my ship, and fly off in it.
I'm doing that. Darren, come with me.
If you want a ship where you and all your mates man the guns while you fly, you can do that.
Can I fly into a moon?
You can, yes.
I ain't getting this game.
Can I fly into the sun?
New plan. I'm going for the come fly with me so I get the title of Rear Admiral.
But I highly advise all to Google Star Citizen, look it up and donate, because it's only got 23 days to reach its goal of 2 million. They're not going on Kickstarter because they don't like there being one central place to kickstart games. They're doing their own. They're about halfway there with, I think they've been going for about a week now, so 23 days to go. They should reach their 2 million goal. And the game, unfortunately, won't be released till 2014,
Screw it.
but alpha will start next year.
Have they started already, or...?
No, the game design is started. There's a load of videos on it on the right hand side of the webpage. The best one to watch actually is the full cinematic trailer, because that's all in-game footage, but it looks like it's a rendered console video scene. It looks amazing. And I'm
Very
highly looking
nice.
forward to this game.
Very nice.
But yeah,
think-
so please go support Star Citizen, because I want it to come out.
Because I want it. You're all paying $30 so I can get this game.
That's it. I want the world all to pay $10 each, everyone in the world, just so I can play this game. Like I say, Freelancer was my favourite space game ever released. I clocked so many hours into that game, and now they're bringing out this. And Wing Commander was my very first PC game I ever owned.
You heard it, guys. You better donate.
So yeah. So go show your support for Star Citizen. That's all I need to say about the thing. Now, before we move on, let's talk about the Christmas podcast and what's going to be happening before the Christmas podcast. Before the Christmas podcast, there's going to be a competition going on between a couple of the admins, and this is going to be called Venom's Christmas Challenge.
What?
Dun dun dun.
What's going on?
Now, what Venom's Christmas Challenge is going to comprise of is it's going to be a 3-game challenge between Team Dara and Team Venom.
You know who to vote for.
Myself.
The competition is going to comprise of Dara and 3 people against Venom and 3 people. We get to choose the 3 people of our choice. Must be the same people for all 3 games. They will go head to head in a competition, and we haven't announced what the prize was. We'll do that in a future podcast, but let's say the loser will be humiliated in a great way over YouTube.
Oh yes.
Does this mean that I'm not going to be on Dara's team?
Now, the 3 games we're going to play are going to be as follows. The first game is going to be a game of Venom's choice. The second game is going to be a game of Dara's choice. And the third game is going to be a neutral game of Minecraft. And we will choose a random PvP map to be on, possibly a race for the wheel map, something like that. And we'll go head to head in that map as well. So anyone that wishes to join Venom's team, speak to Venom. Anyone that wishes to join Dara's team, fuck off, because I'm choosing my own teammates.
I was hoping you were going to say Train Simulator at the end, but...
And
Might
if
have
we
to
both
go.
want the same person on our team, it's whoever gets them first gets them. So if we both want Cheeps in case Venom picks League of Legends, then, you know, Cheeps
I
loves
don't want
me more,
Chiefs if I
so
pick
you're
League
out
of
of luck,
Legends.
Venom.
If I pick League of Legends, I wouldn't want Chiefs. God.
Yeah,
I'd want
it's pretty
Alex.
bad.
I've got so much
Go on.
blackmail stuff on Cheeps that he's going to go with me regardless.
Oh, like what?
If you don't want to say that
Yeah, you
live
want
on a
me to
podcast.
publicly announce on
Yeah,
this
let's
podcast?
see what you
Cheeps?
have. Let's see what you have. Or is it a bluff,
Let's
huh?
see pictures of you in various positions. No
Yeah?
more needs to be said. No more needs to
Yeah?
be said.
Well,
You
Chiefs,
have any
why don't
evidence?
I have these pictures?
They
Anyway,
don't exist.
moving
that's why.
on.
Oh god.
Yeah, so the Venom's Christmas Challenge, that'll be happening after the November podcast announcement, before the Christmas podcast, and we'll do one game a week, and we'll let you know how that's went in the weekly podcasts. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be interesting and a lot of fun. Good luck to Venom, because he's going to need it.
What
Yes.
happens if you get to a tiebreaker, somehow?
It's 3 games, it won't be a tiebreaker.
Yeah, but what if you
Is
like
this-
draw? Like,
Do the maths, Fortin. I know you weren't good in
Yeah,
school,
yeah,
but do
but-
the maths. It's
But
only
what
3.
if you draw then the bull one? Will you like slaughter each other?
Hey, it's going to go 2-0 to me, so it doesn't matter.
What is it? Is this admins only going to be doing this thing? Or are you going to grab people from everything?
Say that again, Alex.
Is it going to be admins only involved in this? Or are you going to grab
No,
people
Venom
from
can
anywhere?
pick his team of any people. He's going to go, here's my league team. I've got Cheeps, Alex, and Portain, and I'll be like, here's my league team. I've got Hotshot, GG, Reginald.
They wouldn't choose me, I assure you.
My league team is involving between Victory, Alex, who else?
Just so you guys know, these are the worst people you can choose.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. I look forward to it, Venom, and I look forward to seeing your public humiliation video as well.
Yeah, but you can't humiliate me. That's one problem. I don't care.
Balls do.
Exactly.
We'll find something, Venom, that'll embarrass you. Don't worry, we will. Yeah. And if anyone hasn't seen Venom's Gangnam Style video on YouTube, it's now uploaded to the Veritas RP channel.
It's beautiful.
It is. It's a work of art.
That's that's very interesting. So we've come to the end of the podcast now. Just a
Oh, God.
reminder that subscribe, like, comment, competition. And that's everything. Next week's podcast is not going to be a weekly podcast. It's going to be our October giveaway podcast. We will announce the winners of the Call of Duty Black Ops 2 competition, and we will also announce the competition for the November podcast.
How do you enter the Call of Duty competition?
Subscribe.
Yep, just subscribe to the YouTube channel Veritas RP, and you're automatically entered for the draw. Like I say, winners announced next week. That's it for me. Anyone else got anything else they wish to add before we mock reporting?
Cake. Cake's nice.
Cake is indeed nice.
Depends what type of cake.
I know.
Cake's a lie.
It is a
Oh.
lie.
Well, muffins. No one likes muffins.
Go away, Chiefs. Why would you have a
What?
muffin when you can have a cake?
Yeah.
What? It's a blueberry muffin. Like
Yeah,
that's...
but you can get blueberry cake.
A
Daniel,
muffin
the
is
cake's
just
a
a
lie.
babe. A muffin is just a baby cake.
You know what is
Anyway,
a lie,
this
Dara?
argument's going to go on for ages, guys. We'll
Bacon.
see you next week in the next video. See you.
Bacon's amazing, just want to say bacon.
Goodbye.
Oh, very good.
Bacon.